Hello, ladies and gentlemen of the world. My name is Zach Jones. Welcome back to my channel, but if you're new to my channel, then welcome. Today, I'm going to be doing another PowerPoint presentation, but this one is about the eagle owl. Now, I'll be talking about the eagle owl, like what it is, what it does, and like what it preys on, where it lives, and also the different species, kinds of eagle owl. First one. What is an eagle owl? Well, the eagle owl is the largest species of owl in the world. When I say the largest, I mean a fully grown female could be over a metre in height, has a wingspan of probably about 1.5 metres or 2 metres. And it is a formidable predator. Of course, you find eagle owls in many parts of the northern hemisphere, such as Europe, Asia, North America, and even into parts of Africa. And of course, they are the owl equivalent of a Terminator. Also, another thing about eagle owls is how you tell they hunt. Well, how you tell what time of day they're active is looking at their eyes, because in owls, that's always how you tell them apart from if an owl is active in the daytime, which means it's diurnal, then its eyes are yellow. If an owl is crepuscular, which is active at dusk and dawn, the owl's eyes will be black. But if an owl is nocturnal, which means it's active at night, its eyes are orange, as you can see from the eagle owl. Those tufts there on top of the head aren't actually ears at all. Those are just tufts of feathers. The ears are actually located around the side of the eyes. And that's all also down to how they hunt, because owls have some of the best hearing of any bird, and it's mainly down to how they hunt. What does an eagle owl eat? Well, eagle owls are, as I mentioned earlier, they are the owl equivalent of a Terminator. Because I can't think of a single bird of prey that has any greater range in prey size than eagle owls. I mean, they'll take anything from a vole up to a deer. It's just the most phenomenal amount of power. In fact, they do eat rodents like rats, mice, voles and shrews, but they also take rabbits and hares, foxes, crows, and even roe deer, which is absolutely phenomenal. But also they will take other birds like other owls and even birds of prey like hawks, falcons, buzzards. Of course, a lot of their hunting is done at night, as I mentioned, and of course, like all owls, they have silent flight, which means they have feathers on the feathers that are on the outer edge of their wings are very, very soft, and they don't make any sound as they fly. And using their incredible hearing, the owl can locate its prey by the sound it makes, and then it can prepare for its attack well before any prey knows it's being watched. And then as soon as it gets close to its prey, it will swing its legs forward and stab into it with talons that are almost like daggers. And of course, with smaller prey like rodents, or rabbits and hares, a single strike from the talons should kill it. But for bigger prey like foxes or badgers or even deer, the owls go right for the back of the head, and usually the shock would be enough to kill it outright. And of course, if you were a small mammal or a large mammal or even another bird of prey at night, this animal would be your living nightmare. You're probably wondering where the eagle owl lives. Eagle owls live in a wide variety of habitat. They can live in coniferous woodland, to mountains, pretty much anywhere that's rugged and wild. Of course, they mostly nest on cliffs or in large trees, pretty much anywhere that they can raise their owlets and where they've got a good view of all the areas that the things they like to eat are moving, but they themselves are also well hidden. Of course, usually the eagle owl will sometimes build its own nest, or it will use an abandoned squirrel dray, an abandoned crow's nest, or it will even steal a nest from another bird of prey like an eagle, because they are about the same size as a golden eagle, and they have been known to actually chase golden eagles away from their nests. When you're the largest owl in the world, when you're powerful enough to tackle a deer, basically nothing can stop you. Of course, where can they be found? As I've mentioned before, eagle owls are found in many parts of the Northern Hemisphere, but of course, around here, in Europe, they're mostly found around southern and eastern Europe, and right into the Middle East and Asia. Of course, they're also found in Russia, like around here in Siberia. They have the largest owl species, which I will get to in a bit. Of course, also here in Africa, they have another species of owl which can take on things as big as antelope. Eagle owls have been featured in many stories, as well as myths and legends. Probably one of the most famous examples is Legend of the Guardians, which was based on the book series, The Guardians of Gahul. And of course that featured a lot of owls, but of course I think one of them was an eagle owl who was a blacksmith. But also, eagle owls featured in the Harry Potter books, and of course in the wizarding world, owl post was used by wizards, and of course the eagle owl usually came from very rich wizarding families. But also there is an ancient superstition that witches could turn themselves into owls, and if you see an owl fly past your window at night and giving a call like a hoot or a screech, and your window is open, it could be a bad omen, but I tend not to believe any of that. Eagle owls are also occasionally used in falconry. In fact, just about a week ago, I was down south in Tewkesbury for the Battle of Tewkesbury reenactment, and there's a falconer there who works with a company called Raptor Care, and I've followed his work for many, many years. And he has an eagle owl, and I actually got to hold of that eagle owl. And of course, when I was a little kid, I was always very afraid of eagle owls. I'm not sure what it was. I think it might have just been how they always looked. They always looked like they're scowling in a way. And of course, she was enormous, that eagle owl. I could barely hold her on my wrist. And of course, when Falconer said I was able to stroke her, I was a little bit nervous because I was worried I might lose a finger. I could just see her looking at me and thinking, I know what you're thinking. I could take a finger from you if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. And last but not least, the different eagle owls of the world. There's the European eagle owl, and there's also the the African milky eagle owl, which I mentioned earlier. And there's the Bengal eagle owl somewhere around here. And also the Siberian eagle owl about here. And that is the largest eagle owl that I know of. And then of course there's the great horned owl, which lives in North America. And of course the eagle owl is of no danger to human beings at all, but I mean, if you were a mammal or a bird that these were feeding on, they would be your worst nightmare. That has been my presentation on the eagle owl. I hope you've all enjoyed, and if you did, please drop a comment down below. Thank you.